Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm really happy to be here with you tonight. We are definitely in a world, in a state where we are dealing with a lot of emotionally charged issues. This climate is definitely making us really deal with what is triggering us and really kind of making us self-reflect and acknowledging what is painful inside. So I wanted to take a minute tonight to talk about a remedy, not even a remedy, it's a coping mechanism of when we have a very emotionally charged issue, of a release for when we're feeling extraordinarily emotionally charged. So obviously the political wave in our country has charged so many. And for me, what I do is I definitely just look inward and what do I need to work on. It's a time for me to self-reflect, and how can I be a conduit to others so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, and so that we can really do the very best we can to contribute toward the best society and the best environment that we possibly can. So what I found when I have been supercharged about any issue, or if any trauma has come up for me, is I talk. I talk about it. I get super vulnerable and I talk about what is bothering me, because that is the only way that I can get it out. And when I talk about something and I get really, really charged, and it's really, it's like hot, like white hot, like crazy charged, I'm gonna cry. And I want to really go over the power of tears. Tears and crying are a key component actually to healing. And there is courage behind your tears, and there is courage behind that rage, and there's courage behind actually just crying in general. But crying, it's very, very interesting, and I read this a while ago, but I want to share with you, to anyone who's like, I'm not going to cry, you should cry. It not only is a tremendous release when you do, but it is a natural way that the body kind of releases that which it doesn't need anymore. It's kind of a way that it releases bacteria and that which does not serve you. And it strengthens your immune system when you cry too, which is actually interesting. And so when you don't cry, you're actually bottling up and you tend to get sick more. So crying is actually really, really good for you. And it also just naturally, when you cry, you tend to feel you have like a huge release. So it's a huge stress reliever, a natural stress reliever. And your body knows when you've had a really good cry, you feel better. Like you just are like, oh, I feel there's a huge, huge release. So in light of everything that's going on, and with the charge and the triggers and everything, I encourage a good talk. I encourage to really get in touch with it, and don't be afraid to cry. And crying actually is good for your health. Have a good night.